I called this many things in my career, and I was always unable to define what I really wanted to say, what I really wanted to tell people who I worked with or who I lived with, of what I meant. And I always used the word discipline. And I speak about discipline in another podcast episode. But the word here is not the right word. And I finally found it. It's professionalism. Professionalism can demand professionalism. So, what is that? For me, it's four things: it's clarity, commitment, consistency, and class. This is what I mean. Clarity in communications of what, where, when, how, why. Give the details, right? Commitment to say and do exactly what you will actually do. Consistency in the way that we do it all the time, in the way that we work with everybody in every scenario, whether it's personal, whether it's home, whether it's with friends, and doing everything with a class that you would want to experience yourself. For ones that need a little bit more extra motivation, class is like the style of professionalism. So you want to be stylish, class is the fourth element. So it's frustrating when a client or somebody who's older than you, who you really cannot say anything to, comes late to meet you or is delayed for a meeting. And it's like, imagine it's a customer and it's 30 minutes late. The client is still on the way. And you're thinking this whole time about how unfair of a world you live in, because if you were this late, you would be completely screwed. And this is how the client is. And you're asking yourself whether I even want to work with these clients. In that short half hour, your mind races quick to almost everything, just short of actually questioning yourself on your existence and the purpose of life. But imagine that in the past, you have consistently reached every meeting on the committed time. In fact, 5 minutes before, because you have class. And you've always given clarity of reconfirming the meeting early in advance. After the second time, you have all the right to ask your client to respect your time. As I said before, professionalism demands professionalism. Because if you weren't consistent and you reached late a couple of times yourself, now you cannot say anything. Because now you've made it okay. Instead, you get to question life. So if you want to experience professionalism, deliver it. It'll come back to you. And if it doesn't, you can demand that it does. This is something I learned in my frustrations of my career the entire time. One is that I learned, first, I have to do it myself. So unless I am a great demonstration of exactly how I want to experience people, I cannot demand it from people. But the second thing I learned is once I do that, I should assertively demand it from people as well, because I give it to them. Something that is instilled in us at a very young age is this do what you would like to experience type of scenario from our parents. We expect it, but not sure why we don't deliver it. We need to hold ourselves accountable first. And that's why you work on yourself, you get to the best version of yourself, you are a professional, and then you can go around and demand professionalism from anyone, irrelevant of their designation, experience, expertise, age, it doesn't matter. And I feel that one of the biggest things that we could do in our life, because in a career, we get to do multiple different things, right? We are judged on our skill, we've judged on our interpersonal behavior, etc. Professionalism is something people will remember you by. You want to build a legacy, build it on professionalism. And build it to the fact that no matter you won some, you lost some, but this person was always a true professional. And that's something to live for. That's also something to think about.